Hello, everybody. How are you guys doing today? What's up, Sam? What is up? All right. Let's get going here. Sorry, we're gonna continue on this guy. Get the silver down on the palette. How's your day going so far? Scorpius' 9-volt battery in the middle of the its battery. You saying that's a 9-volt? Or it's like, yeah, oh my god, dude, yeah, it looks like a it's got a legit battery. Dang it. I'm gonna repaint it now. Repaint the whole thing. Deadshot, what's up? Trying to be different on my tank. Use some black paint instead of some white paint. It gets called a Duracell. Listening on your radio, an out of town job site. All right, nice. Well, stay safe. Hopefully, it's all good. Hopefully, the job isn't too bad. Let's see. We're gonna get a crappy dry brush, a paper towel. Yeah, I'm tired this morning. I don't feel as bad as I thought I would, but I probably sound worse. Spill paint pot, what's going on, dude? What is going on? Hope you're doing well. Add some more washes to some of this. I'm gonna try to get a little more depth of color. Some of these pieces. All right, the busyness never stops. Got stream today. I'm gonna do some airbrushing after stream. I'm gonna try to varnish some minis. I don't think I'm gonna get out and spray paint today, but it's supposed to be cold tomorrow. I think I'll just go spray paint in the cold tomorrow. But I gotta spray paint all these lovely explosion vehicle destroyed markers that I have. I spent yesterday evening, what was I doing with them? Hot gluing fiber to tea lights. Living the dream, yeah. Horizon 1, Horizon 2, Horizon 3. Okay, cool. Spill paint keeps getting the General Grievous. Yeah, Serkan, welcome. Look, have a fun day. Yeah, thank you, man. I appreciate it. Hope you're doing well. Join us on YouTube. Welcome in. Just messing with this tank here. I'm gonna do some transfers today on it. Then I might start on the big Malkador. Maybe, I don't know. It seems like there's gonna be a lot of commitment. Maybe I can get a color done. Mess around with some stuff. I basically have 1, 2, 3, 4 main colors to put on it, and then we can get to details. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I'm dying. I don't think this weekend's not going to help my voice either. I'm going to be at a tournament all day Saturday. I'm going to be talking all day over people. Okay. What I want to do... take some brown wash. Let's get out some brown. We're gonna try to grab a couple more details here. He's looking for old tanks, right? Yeah, like second edition vehicles. You know, I wonder, Spilled Paint Pot, you're talking about the scale of vehicles, and I wonder if you can find the size difference between like a modern Deimos Predator and the second edition ones. And if you can't find like a second edition version, you just print out a like a Deimos Predator from a creator and just scale it down a little bit. I definitely know it's not the same. Like the old Rhinos look a lot different, so there's quite a few differences. Yeah, because I could, at the very least, I could send you a creator that makes really good Heresy marine vehicles. Side there. All right. Cool. We can do some right here. You know, I'm gonna keep the Duracell battery. It's gonna stay there. So all of you know. I have a battery here. does look like a tourist. Yeah. You know what though? The first time someone in real life asked me if I have LEDs in my Scorpius, I'm throwing it away. I'll repaint it. That's my limit. Okay, a couple things we can do. We got old school Lamenter's yellow. Sad yellow. That's what we got here. Just gonna end up putting 20 coats of this for these lights. I don't mind taking my time. I am not in a hurry right now. I know I want to paint that Malcador, but I'm tired. I think like I'm just so I was talking about it in a voice chat in the Patreon hangout last night, but I'm an assistant coach, like helping to coach my son's soccer team. And I decided that I was going to be the coach that like is like the active one, like running with the kids, and like it's good exercise for me, so it's cool. And like I don't know, like I just wanted to be that's kind of what I wanted my role to be, as the one that's like up and doing things. And you know, so the very first thing we do at practice is and his coach always makes him do it. He's had the same coach for 2 years now, but you know, he basically picks a designated point in the park and is like, all right, run to that point, and then when I blow my whistle, run back. And so I was like, all right, I'm gonna run. I was like, I'm gonna outrun all these kids. And you know, they're kids, but some of those kids, you know, 10 years old, they start getting pretty fast. There's kids pretty fast. But yeah, so I just start sprinting full out, and I'm just beelining it, and then I come back and I'm trying to pass kids on the way back and everything, and I was dying. I was like, all right, I'm done with practice. Like, I'm so done. And then I ended up like, we're doing like offense, like going to the goal kind of drills, and like agility stuff. And I was the one that was like playing defender. So like every single kid, I was like trying to be up there and you know, trying to help them out and be a good opponent and stuff. And it was just, oh man. So I'm tired. I destroyed myself last night. You know what? We're gonna do some more brown wash. There's kind of some spots in this silver that I would like to be just a little more shaded in. Maybe I should just be getting the black wash out here, but yeah, I legitimately think you find STLs for the modern heresy vehicles and scale them down yourself. Like put them at like, you know, 90% scale or something. I think that's your best bet. I just do some research on the scale difference between the two eras of vehicles. I know a guy, you know, I know a guy that plays Heresy, and he definitely has the old Rhinos. I don't know if he has any new ones, but I could message him, see if I could get a side-by-side picture or some measurements or something. old stuff to compare to. Just know they were tiny. Yeah, they definitely are. Like it's a noticeable difference. I think a big thing is like if you're scaling down a modern heresy tank, like it's still going to be a lot different because the proportions were different. The older rhinos, they sat lower. They were like squat and kind of like splayed out almost the way they were like wider for their height. So it might still be a bit off. But I get it. If you message me and send me a reminder, I'll message the guy after stream. Excuse me. I'm still getting over this cold, guys, so I apologize. I'm gonna mute the camera when I have to like blow my nose or sneeze or anything, but just like the remnants of the sinus junk. Okay. Alright, that's helping. A little bit of differences in the color. Let's get some more yellow out. Is there any Heresy Thursday update yet? Just refreshing the page here. No, shame. Talisar blue. Nice little turquoise color, little blue-green color that we had made. Or yeah, perfect color. Represent the battery still has juice left. Yep, there we go. It needs one of the little do you guys remember the batteries where like they had like the power check where you like stick your fingernail into the button, basically? You like push down that little button that was like impossible to push down. I don't know if it like lit up, if it still had power or something. Yeah. Time to be alive. Okay, I think next, this all needs a little more time to dry. So yeah, we should be able to move on. Let's get our black brown. Start with a big ratty brush. So I had a a dinner idea weeks ago. I don't know if I saw a post or something mentioning it. I don't know, it was like a YouTube video I scrolled past and I saw mention of it. I was like, man, it's a good idea. So we finally executed the plan this week, and it was like making a roast beef, and we do ours in the crock pot over the course of the day. And I went a little extra fancy. I seasoned it. I seared the outside before I put it in the crock pot and everything, and made sure I did all the proper steps. It was like super tender and really good. So we had like a roast beef for dinner one night, and then all those leftovers, instead of just continuing to eat roast beef night after night and then freezing it and coming back weeks later, and being like, yeah, we gotta eat this roast beef or whatever. The next day, which was that Tuesday, I made a ton of mashed potatoes and mixed some veggies with the roast beef and made a shepherd's pie out of it. And it ended up being a giant shepherd's pie. There was so much. So yeah, it was pretty legit shepherd's pie, and we kind of did it as like our like meal prep for the week too. So I have literally been eating shepherd's pie for breakfast this whole week. It's been pretty amazing. So I was very happy with how that all turned out. There's like one more piece in there for either me or my wife to have for breakfast tomorrow, but it was good. I was proud of that. Feels good when you can make one meal, and you get a ton of value of it. Haven't had red meat in like 3 weeks. Yeah. That's fair. I mean, you have extenuating circumstances, spilled paint pots, so. We eat a lot of pork in our house. We don't eat tons of, we eat beef. We may eat beef once a week or something, but, but yeah, it's normally a lot of pork. We don't eat chicken because Painting Wife's allergic to chicken, so can't do that. Necromancer's Palate, Parmesan cheese, and fine breadcrumbs mixed together on top and bacon. Ooh, a nice crunch, yeah. So, that sounds good. What I did was, with the potatoes on top, like I whipped them like really fine, so like no chunks, and I don't like lumpy mashed potatoes, but I put the grooves in the top. So, and I baked it like you can bake a shepherd's pie for a long time. It's like good. So I baked it until the top was like crispy, like starting like browning and everything. Oh my gosh. So you'd eat like the top part of the potato and it tasted like a hash brown, like a buttery hash brown, and then you get the rest of everything. Unfortunately, my wife is allergic to dairy as well. So she's got some crazy food allergies, man. But so we can't do Parmesan cheese. Can't do any cheese. And breadcrumbs, yeah, breadcrumbs would definitely be a thing, though. We'd have to like make our own breadcrumbs because most breadcrumbs have dairy in them when you buy them. Tank, is this? I don't recognize the gun. Yeah, so this is a Scorpius missile tank. It's for Horus Heresy. It's basically it's like a whirlwind, like an old school whirlwind. It's on a Predator hull, so it's up armored, and its missiles are way better than a whirlwind's. That's essentially the tank. It's a better whirlwind. Yeah, good old rocket artillery tank. And welcome into the stream. Hope you're doing well. It's coming out. Man, I love Heresy. I've had a blast. We have a great local group. I love painting the minis. I love collecting the armies, or my army. I guess I technically have 3 armies. They're just all related to my one army. So, my 1,000 Suns. We're gonna do some transfers here in a minute. Oh, and I can do a little bit of real weathering here. See if I can't go a little above and beyond. Got sponge. Where's the sponge? Not in that drawer. Alright, sorry guys. I'm sneezing and blowing my nose here. What chapter? What chapter do you play? Or your what's your go-to chapter? I would guess if you don't like the main chapter. Yeah, I was gonna say Black Templars. Yep, that was my guess. You don't like Imperial Fist. I will tell you. I knew it. I just knew it from the start. There's no one out there that's like, man, I love Aurora chapter, but I hate the Ultramarines. Like, that doesn't exist. But yeah, I'm Black Templars fans not liking Imperial Fist. So, okay. Not that I'm trying to convince you one way or the other. There is a... so the Black Templars were like pseudo around in the Heresy. The dude, the main man Sigismund was around, obviously, the founder of the Black Templars. There is a right of war. It's kind of like a quote unquote detachment or whatever, you would call it. That focuses on Templar units. So it's like crusade squads and like melee based, and they wear lots of black, and they have like the Templar cross and stuff like that. So you could absolutely do a Templar focused Imperial Fist army. Yeah, I'm sorry, Zen. I'm sorry. It's just, we just all know. I know it's not like the traitor, there's no... Yeah, it's just gotta be Imperial Fists. But, yeah, so there absolutely is a way to do like a Templar army. Now, there's still, obviously, like, yellow would still have to be part of the color scheme, but being, like, mainly black and, like, focusing on the melee and, like, the Templar side of it, I think is really cool. The only thing about playing Imperial Fists and Heresy is the Imperial Fist rules overall are quite oppressive. I think the Templar list avoids a lot of the worst parts of the like oppressive nature of Imperial Fist and Heresy, but yeah. Blood Angels, Salamanders, Alpha Legion, all three are awesome. Yeah, those are all three great. I mean, Salamanders are Salamanders. Blood Angels, if you like, melee and jump troops. Yeah, Alpha Legion, if you want to try everything, Alpha Legion's your jam because they actually borrow units. They can use units from other legions in their army. Which is pretty great. Just trying to get some random splotches of paint down here. Yeah, yep, that's Alpha Legion. It's awesome. They have a really cool inductii rule too. Inductii just disguise themselves as other legions. They just straight up can't be shot the first turn of the game, or can't be attacked the first turn of the game, which is really funny. I've played against Alpha Legion and Blood Angels, both, quite a few times. The Blood Angels are much more like all in on a strategy. Alpha Legion have some like cool things and, you know, annoying tricks and stuff like that. They're very like sniper focused. The Terminators are pretty crazy. They got some interesting things going on there. The Lernaeans, I believe is what they're called. Yeah, they're cool though. Very cool. Okay, a little bit of little brown splotches there. I'm gonna take a little brush and let's just see if we can't all of these. That's like a little highlight. T-Slayer, what's going on? Anton, how you doing? Welcome in, guys. Okay, a little bit of something there. Nice progress. Thank you, I appreciate it. Hope you're doing well today. Let's get some stuff on the turret right here. Okay. Some bronze and some light bronze. We're going to try to highlight this. You know what? I did bronze and gold. Bronze and gold would be good. What are your thoughts on I don't know what Turnip 28 is. What is that? Is that like a content creator? What I don't know what that is. Oh man. Just I've never heard of it. Never heard of it. Anton, this red is oh man, it's a whole process, but it's base coat Vallejo metal color gold, and I cover it with AK Interactive clear red, and then lots of varnishes so it doesn't reactivate, and then a wash, and there's some highlights, and there's gonna be more varnishes on it. But yeah, it's AK Interactive clear red over Vallejo metal color gold is essentially what this red is. This game or some weird Napoleonic era. Okay, but also root vegetables. It's so strange. I think I may have heard of it. It's not a game I have given a second glance, I'll be honest. I don't know who Max Fitzgerald is either, so. Alright. Very cool metallic red without being too glittery. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, because all the metallic, like, I did dry brush a highlight on it, so you can see the edges, and like it ended up catching a little bit through the on the surfaces of the red, but yeah, it should kind of get leveled out a little bit with the varnishing that I'll do afterwards, but we'll see. Alright, here we go, guys. It's transfer time. Get our big transfer sheet out here. Bad boy right here. Set you up. We'll just cover this palette. Knife and tweezers. We want a whole bunch of stuff. I don't have tons of like good large transfers, but we're definitely. I want to find a place for these. Sunburst, the white sunburst symbols. What's unfortunate is the doors on the Deimos ones. They're two halves with these little bolts in them, so you can't just put an emblem on them and have it work. It's got a decent spot in the front, but I don't think there's enough verticality. So that may be a challenge. It's definitely not going to work. If I could put this on the side. Great. Would be perfect as if I cut this down the middle, but I would have to cut it. I'd have to cut it in the pattern of the doors. So let's rely on some other things. This piece right here, or we can do the more three-dimensional one. Could go right on the front. Smaller one would work. And then we can cover this with smaller emblems, I think. I think that'll work. We'll do that. You're playing FTL, nice. All right. Go ahead and abandon me. Question, Zim, about that game. Do the other ships that you unlock through the game, are they better? Or do they have, like, is it just a different layout, or is it like more slots for weapons, or is it like what's the difference between all the unlockable ships? In the water. In the water. Different starting gear, okay. Oh dang, guys. Hold on. I cut my finger. I didn't think that would be bleeding. Alright. I'm bleeding just a little bit. I'm gonna go put a band-aid on just so we're not... No chance. It's not bad. I just cut the tip of my finger a little bit. So give me a minute. I'll be right back, guys. Yeah, the homemade butterfly, it's gonna happen. Alright, I think we're good. It's like right on the tip of my fingers, so... Band-Aid's a little janky. Alright, I tried the homemade butterfly here. Good work. Okay, anyway. Let's go ahead and this first transfer on. You guys can see at least part of it. Oh, get back on there. Oh, this ripped. Why did that rip? Oh no. What are you doing, transfer? Okay, it's kind of settling. What is going on? Should be good. Should be good. Okay. Yep. Some of the excess moisture off. Okay. Alright, we'll start with that. Skill. Just learning my starter kit. Oh, cool. What starter kit did you get? Mecha Raptor. Welcome. Just take some practice. It's nothing crazy. You know what, guys? I just saw I had a white one right here I should have used. Dang it. I was trying to use a bunch of white transfers. Okay, let's get these serpents here. Do 2 of them. Yeah, welcome to the hobby. Welcome to the channel, man. Yeah, dude, I just chill and paint. That's what I do. So, I'm trying not to cut my own finger. Unsuccessfully today. But yeah. Yes, this hobby is definitely a journey. Like, you know, enjoy the stuff you do. 2023 intro set. I want to get into the hobby. Well, I figured why not paint? We'll play together. Oh, sweet. So is your wife painting and playing with you then? Because that's legit. That's the dream, dude. That's the real dream. Which half are you playing? You doing the Space Marines or the Tyranids? Recommendation of 3D printing services. Honestly, I don't know. I don't know what I've never used a 3D printing service, and I have heard a lot of like horror stories of 3D printing services. So I don't know. I know there's like I don't know if he does miniature stuff, but like Shapeways was really popular for a while. I don't know if Shapeways is still a thing. Picked up replacement heads from come on. Apparently I'm not giving these enough time. You're my transfers, you listen to me. There we go. No, turn back over. Alright. Design from Mad Hat Models. Okay. Good, let's get this other side. "15 Zulu War British troops to paint." Oh, cool. Victorian steampunk horror. What a genre. Doesn't Perry Miniatures make stuff for Zulu War? I think they make plastic kits for that. They do. Yeah, cool. Very cool. Okay, I guess we'll let you sit for a minute. We'll pick out some more transfers. What, we can do some smaller, we'll pick 2 of these to start. Two 15s here. Put these guys in the water. You got cheap metal figs secondhand. Oh, nice. Okay, cool. Hard to beat cheap, dude. Metal's great for skirmish games and like characters. The good old days of your Captain Mini or whatever being metal, just good stuff. Okay, we have this like runic inscription here. I think we're gonna put it on the back. We're gonna put it up like right here. But very closely, so something like right there is nice. Just a little bit. There we go. Handful of Praetorians. Nice, nice, nice. That's cool. As a new player, I'm not biased in any way. Gotcha. Yeah, yeah. That's adorable. That's adorable, Mecha Raptor. You guys buying each other minis for special occasions. That's amazing. Okay, let's put these right here. Let's see if they'll fit. Okay, I know you've been in here long enough to move. Don't act like you're too good to move. right there. The white insignias are really important on here because with all the black on this mini, it looks very much like a Blood Angels vehicle. And it's not, so. Don't want to be hearing about my Blood Angels Scorpius. Moisture out there. Sponsored by Duracell, yeah. Whatever, man. Whatever. Okay, now we're gonna put the 15 right there on the front of it. Start with this side. Dang it. It's uneven. And get it to look even. Not as good as it gets. Pretty good, actually. Okay. Got some of those on there. Let's find some more fun little things to put on here. Got some like icons and stuff. I'm gonna put a bunch of like inscriptions on these minis. Yeah, we need one of these. I've been putting these on every one of my vehicles, just this little symbol. I don't know what it is, what it means, but a thing. anything else? I think there's anything crazy on this one sheet. You know, I could put one of these on the back. Let's go ahead and do that. Might be it for the transfers here, but I was neglecting one giant blank spot. Big starburst symbol back there. Sunburst, there we call it. This one back here. Come on, you. Hey, good afternoon. Making war on magnets and superglue. Oh no. The terrible cost of conflict here. Go. Move off. Move off. Close enough. Not winning? Oh, yeah, I just cut my finger a little bit. It took a couple minutes, but I noticed it was bleeding, so I went ahead and just put a band-aid on. Okay, little runes on there, that's pretty cool. Come back over here. Let's keep finding things to put symbols on. I don't like these little icons right there. I wish I had something else, something bigger to put right here. I have to look for something later. Let's put you down in the corner there. Okay, 2 more transfers. Let's do the big one first. That's somewhat in frame. There we go. Hey, Pure Angus, welcome. How are you doing today? Good from the start. Cool. All right, and then one more. We will put a small one, maybe right back here, or up on the yeah. We'll put it. No, let's put it up on the hatch. This little back spot here. Okay. We got these transfers on. And there's a little air bubble sitting on that. Don't know what that is, but try to get rid of it. More mark fit. Some on here. Yeah, I'm doing good. Doing good. Still got like the remnants of this little kind of cold thing going on, but no, I'm feeling good. It's just my sinuses giving me trouble. That's all. Okay. So we have this. I think we're at a point where we could probably just varnish it and then do some of our sand weathering on it, our weathering pigments. But it looks different, which I don't mind. It's, you know, the black on the Mini is definitely definitely a different choice, but I was hoping to do a few more vehicles in black as I went as well. I was wanting to get another Land Raider at some point, and adding black accents, it's just yeah, just a whole different style. Yeah, they said today, right? Or no, it was Adepticon, the stencil stuff people were talking about. Alright. Take a drink of water here. And we're going to set this guy. Here. Put the transfers away. Don't want those sitting out. All right. You're feeling better. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. I'm trying. I'm gonna mute for a second. Okay. So, do we move on to tank? Is that what we do? Clean up some things. Transfer backings away. There is so much going on with this thing. So much. I am going to do a couple things differently from my Dracosan with this. So the main thing that I'm going to do differently is this tank has tons of trim throughout. Like the sponson here has trim like all through the side. All along the top there's this riveted trim. The back is just covered in all this trim, all through the hull, all through these parts. The shovel here on the front, all of that is trim. And with the amount of trim on this Mini, if I were to paint it all, it'd almost be to the point where I would be better off. Like, even the underside, look, they added trim on the bottom of the paint, or on the bottom of the tank. This is where you see the quality of 30k as opposed to 40k. 40k doesn't even add the bottoms of the tank, and 30k is adding legitimate details into the bottom. But I'm not going to paint a lot of this trim. I think it's going to stay gray. I think the trim I'm going to paint is going to be through the center hull piece where like the crew would be. The maybe 2 or 3 crew members in this thing. I don't even, yeah, maybe 3. Well, you'd had these spawns. There's some dude sitting over here on this side of the can. It just sounds miserable. He's got to get in and out from this door, which is pretty incredible detail. But something I don't like, let's see, I don't know if you guys could, if I could get the right angle. If you look right behind that piece, let's see. See through it anywhere? I can see through it at certain angles. Yeah, you can actually see through the tank, which is really weird for a Games Workshop tank to like be see-through like that. But yeah, I love the tank. I think, yeah, gold is just gonna be on this middle console part. And I think we'll keep the rest gray. And we'll do red and things on it. It'll get some red, and it is, you know, it's a big fancy tank, so it'll get a little more to it. But I can't do I can't do all the red or the gold that I did on the Dracosan. That tank took me like 15 hours to paint or something stupid. I don't think it was that long, but it was miserable regardless. The amount of time it took was a miserable amount of time. There's going to be a lot of silver on this. I am going to look up the actual miniature just to kind of get a guide. You will paint it and you will like it. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Legions Imperialis got their Mechanicum heavy support. Okay, that's Heresy Thursday. Legions Imperialis. The Cryos? The Krakneros. Excuse me. Karachnos, that's what it is. Imagine being a member of the Thousand Sons, a psyker of great might among the Astartes and son of Magnus, and all for your training with the warp, you get told to drive the battle bus. Yeah, no kidding. Someone's got to do it, man. What if they, like, rotate? Like, you know, you serve, like, a year or 2 as a Rhino driver, and you just, like, you know, you do different jobs. But it might also be like aspiring like tech marines and stuff maybe drive it, and that's kind of how that works. We're gonna start with the silver though, but I have to go. Look this tank up. Oh, so much. They actually don't.
First of all, let me take just a moment to thank you for allowing me back into your home.
I kind of like how they do this gun here. Hey, thanks for the follow. Phase Shift Audio, welcome. How are you doing? After Armand did the big oopsie, Rubrics may not care anymore. Yeah, I don't think they do care, John Lockridge. Okay. Well then, let's get some silver. Drops of medium here. Yeah, I'm doing good, man. Doing good. You're having a good day. Are you you in the hobby phase shift? If so, what you working on? What you got? What you paint? What do you collect? Doesn't necessarily have to be Warhammer. I mean, we're painting Warhammer, but I paint a lot of Warhammer. You dislike magnets, really? I mean, yeah, I dislike working with magnets, I guess, but we're having to deal with them. I like the results magnets give me, but I get it. Dealing with little fiddly parts, with super glue, be really annoying. Several are glued together now. Oh no. Need a little metal spudger tool. That's my most useful thing, is that little metal spudger. I took from an old job of mine because they'd throw them all away. Into Warhammer passively for years. Since moving to the US last year, my friends helped me get into miniatures. Oh, Beast Snag. Okay, cool. Cool. Got an orc player in the house. That's awesome. Have you played any games yet, or are you just collecting and painting, or are you like trying to really get into the game? Or I assume if your friends are helping you get into it, they probably want you to play with them. Ryzen is the starter set box with friends. Nice. Atlantean Spears and the Marines. Very cool. Everybody's got to have a Space Marine army. I feel like there was someone else that would hang around stream that was doing an Atlantean Spears army. I can't remember who it was, but that's cool. Let's have a truck. An orc truck is your passion project. That's incredible. That's where we know we got the true orc fan. What franchise would you all see crossovers with Warhammer 40k? I don't know, man. They go to Star Wars route and you just start selling oranges with 40k branding on them or something. I think what would be cool would be better apparel. I think for the most part, the 40k like apparel, like the branded apparel, is really goofy and over the top. Which, you know, it makes you think of it's Ashley Eckstein, her company. It's called Her Universe. That does 40k toasters. Oh man, that would be something. But that company makes a lot of Star Wars apparel, and they're like clothing that they make. It's not like super loud, like, hey, look, this is Star Wars. You know, it's not like they're printing like full Space Marine power armor on a t-shirt, you know, and like sweatpants. Like they have like a design, and it's like, if you know, you know, kind of like Star Wars stuff. And I think that's really cool. Like, it's nice looking clothing that also happens to have some kind of Star Wars reference on it. Oh, John Lockridge, an AT-AT Baneblade. How about an AT-TE Lehman Russ? Because I have one of those, and I have 10 of them printed that are going to be painted during a 12-hour stream I'm doing next month. Only Combat Patrol. Okay, trying to get to 2K. That sounds good. Yeah, yeah. The Candy Paint vibe. Red works well thematically. It's general direction. Oh, nice. So you know, my 30K Thousand Suns and their candy red. Here's me. This is after some varnishes just to get it ready for paint. But yeah, clear red over metallic gold. You're making Adepticon predictions? If so, I predict we'll see more World Eater stuff. Yeah. John Locke, I think that's perfect. Yeah. Yeah. I think we'll see World Eaters, Thousand Suns, and Death Guard for 40K. I think they'll show the cover of their fancy codexes and probably their minis. I know they already showed the Death Guard one doing like damage control from leaks, but yeah, I think that's what we'll see. Square's second edition art is merch. Yeah. Yeah, just like a graphic tee. They used to make graphic tees. I have a graphic tee still from Games Day 2003 or something. It was awesome. On one half, it has like a huge artwork of a demon prince, and on the other half, it's like a Warhammer Fantasy art. Yeah, thanks, man. I have a lot of Thousand Suns for my Heresy army. I'm at like 11,000 points at this point. And if I paint everything I have ready, which isn't like a ton, but I'm probably by the end of next month, I should have a good 14,000, maybe 14,000 points. Okay. So we got the sides of the treads. Let's get a larger brush. This one will be okay. Slapping random white dwarf cover art on. That'd be hilarious if they did that, though. No, I think like actual, like cool, like looking, like nice looking clothing. Oh, do they really do that? Oh my god! Of course they do. Yeah, they don't know. They don't know how to make. Yeah, just give the license to her universe. Seriously, like they make cool stuff. That's not like. That's not over the top. 11K. Yeah. Painted. That's my painted painted amount. Yeah, Heresy rules, they differ a lot from 40K. Heresy rules, it's very much like old school 40K. So if you're not familiar with like older 40K rules, like it's just wild to think about the rules in 40K. But if you used to play 40K back in like 3rd through 7th edition, chances are you'll have very fond memories and enjoy. But it's like an edition like 7.5 basically. Is kind of the rule set for Heresy. Yeah, That's the Horus Heresy stuff. So it's things like it's definitely a lot more crunchy. It's more simulator-esque. It's definitely not a simulator, but things like vehicles have like facings. So if, for example, this tank, it has the side sponson gun right here. This gun cannot shoot this direction. It can shoot where it faces, which I think, counting a side sponson, I think it's 180 degrees basically from the front middle to the back middle of the model. This gun, it being center line, can't shoot behind it. So the direction your vehicles face matter. And vehicles don't have toughness and wounds. They have an armor value. The lowest armor value is 10, which is essentially toughness 10. And there's like damage to vehicles. So you basically roll when you attack a vehicle. You roll to get through the armor, and lower strength weapons can't like scratch the armor of vehicles. So a bolter is not going to scratch the front of a tank, or even like a rhino. But you try to roll to penetrate the armor, and then you see if you damage it. You could do things like destroy certain weapons off the vehicle, or immobilize them, or just stun them for a turn, or someone like that. Judge Dave, what's going on? Freak away. I love Noise Marines and their colors. Yeah. Cerastus Knight's really cool too. Yeah, man. I mean, the Emperor's Children are the new hotness right now. Pathfinder and D&D. Yeah. Yep. I'm into D&D a little bit, but your facings matter, especially the vehicles. Troops not so much, but troops can kind of fire in any direction. There's just a lot of stuff like that. There's a lot fewer wounds on everything, but there's very few weapons that do multiple damage per hit. So that's like a whole system in the game. Is armor penetration is all or nothing. So there's no like AP -1. AP is actually backwards as a value. So model has a 6+ save. That means AP 6 will ignore the 6+ save, but it won't ignore a 5+ save. AP 5 ignores 5 up saves and 6 up saves. So the lower the AP, the better. And lower AP also helps you when you're trying to damage vehicles, which is cool. Yeah, a lot easier to turn a person than a tank. Yep. Lots of wild things like that. Morale is a lot different. Your units can actually physically run away from the battlefield if they fail morale checks. So there's a whole system in place. You can also pin units in place, which is can be very nasty, but it's a very very good strategy to just try to pin the enemy army down. Where they just sit there. They can't hold objectives. They barely shoot back. They have difficulty, and they do that for like a whole turn. Yeah, the games are generally more models as well. So, it's simulating like the greatest conflict that ever hit the Imperium, so you're doing pretty huge battles. Let's get this other one. Did you go for this build? Yeah, so the brand of paints I use is mainly I use Pro Acryl by Monument Hobbies. They're my favorite brand of paints. I think they're announcing a bunch of new colors today too, so but good brand of paints. But yeah, I'm using silvers. I have bright warm gray as kind of the base color in this mini over a brown prime. So I'm just trying to pick out things on this mini. I'm not quite sure. I've never painted them. Yeah, Malcador and Furnace. 30k is man's game. Yeah, man's man. Yep. Excuse me. It's for the old people. The old people that don't want to be competitive anymore. That's what it is. Okay. Trying to figure out what's what on this miniature. We can paint this hitch silver. That moves is kind of difficult. Come on, you paint. Back in my day, tanks had facing. That's exactly right. That is your typical Horus Heresy player. Every event I go to devolves in the conversation of like, this is how 40k should be played. That's just what happens. Some old looting rules? Yeah. Morale checks meant something. Yep, that's another one. Initiative determined who fought when. Power fists could instant death things. Oh man. I like the idea of keeping this gray. Their dumb 360 mini is so zoomed out I can't tell what's going on. We threw oh no. Yeah, vortex grenades are wild. Oh, 5th edition Apocalypse, or 4th edition Apocalypse is where that popped up, but man. Oh, explosion scatter's so good though. Unit coherency mattered. And your units surviving. Oh, 2nd edition had vortex grenades. Nice. I just remember them from 4th edition Apocalypse was the first time I experienced vortex grenades. It was just hilarious being like, my buddy playing Tyranids and having a Broodlord outflank, and then he outflanked. He had a vortex grenade on a Broodlord, and he threw it at a Land Raider that had like Mephiston and a whole unit of Assault Terminators in it. It was like 700 points of units, and since the vortex grenade didn't scatter like 11 inches, it touched the Land Raider and it just disappeared. Everything in it disappeared, and that was it. Like, bye-bye Mephiston and everything, because somehow Tyranid's got a vortex grenade. Yeah. The player who it happened to wasn't too happy, but it was funny. Yeah, good game. Well, okay, to be fair, it was like a 10,000 point Apocalypse game. And I am also pretty sure the Space Marine player still ended up winning that game. Which is part of what makes it so funny. Because he didn't even need his, like, big Death Star. Yeah. It wasn't like a 2,000 point game. Yeah. Oh yeah, second edition. Yeah, definitely goofy. Yeah. One of these days, Judge Dave, I'll be fielding the whole Thousand Suns army. We'll do that. Okay, what's next? What are we painting? Zinch. It's gonna be great. I'll have some demons by then too, whenever that happens. Start collecting 30k. Oh, Mechanicus, nice. Don't tell me you're a Space Wolf player. Don't make me tap the sign. Oh, okay, you're cool. Yeah, you're cool. I'm cool with you then. I'll put the sign away. I know, that is quite the insult. I'm sorry. Uh, Cultured, I am... So, I'm going to say I'm about 75%, with not much basis except for my own speculation and gut feeling and observations, but I would say Dark Mechanicum at least gets announced before the end of the year for Big Heresy. That's where I would put Dark Mechanicum for the game. I don't know what that entails as far as minis or whatever, but I do collect Ultramarines for 40k. Yeah, my 40k Primaris army is Ultramarines. And I love them. I get to paint blue and gold. I get tons of transfers. I got special characters in my army. And I don't have to play a goofy non-codex chapter. So I don't do 40k. Yeah, no, that's fair. Ultramarines and Heresy are cool, though. They're quite a bit different. No, they're not. Where did the Ultramarine hurt you? The Ultramarines are meta tourney scum? I don't remember Ultramarines being, like, super meta. I know their rules are good, but I also don't play meta tournament stuff. Yeah, because Heresy is no good for meta tournament stuff. I mean, you're playing Sons of Horus, so I'm sure you're extra angry at any kind of competitive stuff, but the meta competitive stuff. Yeah, Ultramarines are cool in Heresy. Yeah, Sons of Horus are definitely not meta. Yeah, Dark Angel's rules are complicated. Thousand Suns rules are complicated too. But yeah, Dark Angels are just like, yeah, we get everybody's rules. And for each of our units, so we have to remember all the things. Yeah, one of my more regular opponents is a Dark Angels player. This little bit I'm painting right now is the flare shield. Hey, World Eaters, all you gotta do is scream Karn and you win. Oh, okay, yeah. Is it that simple? I've never played against World Eaters. I'm going to a tournament. It's like a narrative thing, but I'm going to a tournament on Saturday. It's a doubles tournament. I'm hoping I get to play play against some cool stuff. It's in a newer area for me too. Like I've never played against this group, so I'm hoping to have a good time. The group seems pretty chill overall. Blood Angels, yeah. Another one of my regular opponents plays Blood Angels. Okay. Keep going with details. What time you picking me up? Yeah. Be there at 8. I gotta drive like an hour to get out there. But it's cool. So we're doing a doubles thing, and my partner for this, I'm playing my Thousand Suns, and he's playing Solar Auxilia. And at some point last year, he was talking about when he started his Solar Auxilia army, he was talking to me about how he was wanting to paint his as Prospering Spire Guard, which is like the Legion's Auxilia for the Thousand Suns. And so we kind of coordinated our color schemes, because I have some of my own Solar Aux, and so he's been painting them like that. So we have a doubles event where we can show up with an army that is perfectly on theme, and we're both pretty experienced players when it comes to gaming, so I'm feeling pretty good that we'll do well. Anyway, we have some cool armies I'm excited about. I'll be happy if I can win some store credit. That'll feel good. As they said, they're doing some prize support. It's not that big a deal if I don't. Hey guys, I will be back in just a couple minutes, and I'll be back base coating this Malkador. Okay. Alright, I'm back. So, let's continue on with this here. Trader Overseer Council. Good for a giggle. Yeah. I'm not going to buy that mini because I don't think it fits my aesthetic as Thousand Suns, but totally. I like allying in the units I have, but no, it's not a bad idea. This is, yeah, okay. There's some more silver bits here into some of this bigger stuff. Yeah, I have yet to try an Overseer, but I'd definitely take one to try. I played a game not too long ago because I have a pretty good sized militia force as well, and I took militia allies, and it was awesome. I just took I took a unit of sentinels, I took like 100 infantry, and then and a command squad, and like that was it. And they died so quick. I was also playing against Dark Angels too, so it was like return fire would just melt a squad from like a tactical squad. It was pretty brutal. Okay. Solar Ox tanks have so much going on. Just like little pressure gauges, view windows everywhere. Yeah, like there's a guy, it looks like his whole job is sitting out behind this thing and just watching the fuel tank that's being dragged behind to make sure, I guess, it doesn't get left or whatever. Yeah, little scrimsgrams, little greebles, right? Little greeblies. Normally don't do dozer blades on my tanks, but this one I felt like I had to. I feel like it's a necessary piece of equipment for a tank as close ranged focus as this one. What is my purpose? You watched the fuel trailer, yeah. You know, at least the small consolation for that job is it's basically not your fault when the tank gets destroyed. So you have that. Well, everyone's gonna be dead in there. You're gonna know. That's the thing. It's just the sweet satisfaction of dying knowing it wasn't your fault. That's all it is. Like, I did my job. Well, the Inquisition doesn't matter when you're dead. When you have been vaporized instantly when your tank went nuclear after being hit by 6 bolter rounds. It's not his job to move the container. The container's just on a trailer. You know, it doesn't move itself. His job is just to watch it. Yep, I watched the fuel explode. You know what? If that's his job, that's his job. Alright. That little part of that. Yeah, I mean, if something goes wrong in this tank, you're all dead anyway. That's all. Like, and even then, like, you know what? If something goes wrong with the trailer, what's your responsibility? It's to tell the guy up front to stop. Like, you're not the one. Like, the trailer falls out, that's not on you. What's up, Star Laser? How you doing? Let's see. I guess we'll start these things in silver. With a shovel. Okay. So this whole, like, structure under the shovel. Let's see. Waking up late? Yeah. I get it. I get it. Oh, man. What I can do here is we just try to get the like the hydraulics on this. We'll just keep those gray. I'm not worried about the underside of the tank. I'll get random bolt. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see there. We'll try that. And we'll get to the trailer. The trailer, its wheels are both silver completely. Start with that. That sucks, man. Sorry to hear that. Hopefully your day isn't too crazy today. Some more silver down the palette. Yeah, I'm thinking I might end a little early today and close my eyes for a little bit. I am tired. We'll see though. We'll see how we get this silver down. Alright, let's get some more silver. I don't think we need a lot more. Hey, Gosu, what's going on, man? Package was delivered today at my neighbor's. I don't know which of my neighbors. Oh no. Hopefully you figure it out, dude. Yeah, what's happening, Gosu? Working on Malkador right now. Silver, more silver. Okay, this hitch piece. Silver. There's not a very extensive color palette on this mini, but a lot of what exists. I'm gonna pull out some. We're gonna be using gold. I'm gonna use some white gold because I put some reds on the mini and. Going to end up with what else? Magnesium is a color I want to use here. Some bronze. So I have color ideas. Just gotta get to them. I don't think I'm gonna use Noosh on this mini. I think I'm gonna try to just use a wash. A normal wash and see if I like that better. I've been doing that on the militia tanks and had been liking it. Just easier and quicker. So yeah, it's going well, man. Going well. Hope you're doing well. bit of a quiet stream, just hanging out. Needs to be silver as well. The hitch. Yeah, I would say I'm pretty tired today. I might call stream just a little early. Some other things done, but rest my voice a little bit at least. I'm going to be talking a lot on Saturday and probably Sunday and such, so things aren't slowing down for me. I think that's it for the silver on this. We're going to do that. We got some other colors on the different tubes and stuff. We do these bolts here. Excuse me. Yeah. Yeah, hopefully you can correct that soon. Yeah, that sucks. Sucks being off the sleep schedule. EW would give like an actual high definition photo you'd use for the like a guide here, but they don't. Okay, I do think that's it for the silver though. I'll come into this next time. We'll grab some magnesium. I want to put some magnesium on some different parts, which is like a dark, like really warm, really brownish metallic. As we do gold trim, I'll need white gold because I'll end up using. I use Blood Angel's red contrast to get like the red panels on the mini, so I'll have to do that. And then we'll need some dark neutral gray to start on all of the tubes here. All these things, and they're all over this other mini here, so they're all up, one through there. They're underneath the cannon, so they're all over the place there. So we'll get those with there's a couple right there. Dark neutral gray. Yeah, we'll need that. Let's see. Red. We'll get a little bit of black for like gun casings. Yeah. Very last metal Legion of the Damned model is delivered today. Oh, nice. 1750 points of Legion of the Damned. That's awesome. Crackness tank. Did you see the Heresy Thursday was Legion Imperialis? Basically, the heavy support release, but for Legion Imperialis from Mechanicum. 1750 for 3rd edition. Alright. So you're going to be playing 3rd edition then? Is that what you're doing? Just building up a 3rd edition army? I think that's cool, man. That's really cool. I had some people local to me that wanted to play like older editions, like 4th and stuff. You roll your eyes. Yeah. We've already been there, done that. Whatever. Yeah, it's time to get the stuff. I thought those had been released a long time ago. I didn't realize they showed those off in a rulebook or on previews months ago, and they just released them, which is crazy to me that it took that long to even just preview them. That's what's crazy to me. Group that place, so I thought I'd join. That's so cool. Spill paint pot, yeah, that's legit, dude. Great. Well, guys, I think I'm just gonna call it today. We're gonna call it there. We got some colors on. We finished up the Scorpius, so that was good. Finished a couple minis this week. It was nice. Yeah, and my Thousand Suns backlog continues to shrink. The coaching dad betrayed the painting dad. He did. The coaching dad did betray the painting dad. Yeah, the coaching dad is tired. I sprinted too much. I was running too much last night. When I probably shouldn't have been, getting over this cold or whatever. But it's fine. It's fine. I should be on Sunday. Yeah, Sunday I think is a go. So be on Sunday, painting, gaming. I don't know. We'll be doing something, but I'll see you guys Sunday evening, 9 p.m. Eastern, and yeah, you guys have a great weekend. Let me know if you feel better. Yeah. I'll let you know, Zen. We'll be in touch. But yeah, I'm sure we'll have a lot to talk about on Sunday, and yeah, you guys have a great weekend. I'll see you all later. Bye, everybody.